I just see you in the corner of my eye.
Thank you.
There you go.
Smashing, thanks.
2 1 2 2 2 1 2 2. 1 2 2 2. It's a well-established fact, ladies and gentlemen, that entertainers can't count higher than 2 because none of us ever went to school. 2 2 2. Well, good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome along to the Crown for this evening's quiz. You may have noticed I'm not John. I know it's quite a revelation now. He's away this week, as you can tell. I'm not sure where he is. I think he might be on holiday because he's got me covering his quiz tomorrow at Harper's Brook as well. But we are going to do pretty much the same thing that John does tonight. We've got the picture rounds. There's 5 questions from the week that was. And I can tell you that this week, you've got to cast your minds back to the start of December 2022. Got the music round that I like to do a little twist on. Top 5. Connections rounds, and of course the wipeout, which we don't do as a wipeout, it's just a general knowledge round at the end. Oh, and the 50-50 round. It's been a while since I've done the quiz. Trying to remember what it is that we actually do. And by the looks of it, everyone's going to be walking away with some money tonight. There was only 3 teams booked. Yep. So by that logic, unless a team walks in through the door this evening, everyone's on the podium. And we've also got the play your cards right, that'll be happening after the quiz as well. And what I am going to do, because there's so few of you, I'm going to start it slightly later as well, just in case there is any latecomers. Also then means that you have a little bit more time, realistically. Because I won't spend so long marking quiz papers. I'll be coming around in about 10 minutes' time with quiz papers and everything. It's £2 per person on your team. That does include your entry into the play your cards right draw later as well. Okay, then folks, going to start coming around with quiz papers now. If you'd like to take part in the quiz, as I say, it's £2 per person in your team, but that also includes your entry into the Play Your Cards Right a little bit later. So if you'd like to take part in the quiz and the Play Your Cards Right tonight, folks, if you have your monies ready. So I'm coming around with quiz papers now. Yeah, come around in a minute. Okay, the folks going to come around with a picture round now. As always, there's no mobile phones or electronic devices to be used during the quiz tonight. Let's be honest, you're all getting on the podium, so there's no point in cheating. Going to come round with the picture round now. And then we'll get started on tonight's quiz. Okay then, folks, that's your picture round. You can carry on doing that for the rest of the evening. You've got until we collect the quiz papers at the end of the night for that. So if a name or phrase or object or whatever it is on the sheet suddenly comes to you through the evening, you can just fill that out as we go. But moving on to round 2 tonight, which is Read All About It, news from the week that was, ending Wednesday the 7th of December 2022. Can you cast your mind back to over a year ago with these 5 questions? Question number 1. The world's largest active volcano began erupting at the start of December in 2022. In which US state? The world's largest active volcano began erupting back in December 2022, but it is in which US state? So that's question number 1. The world's largest active volcano began erupting at the start of December 22, but in which US state would you find said volcano? Question number 2. Really wish I'd changed this because of the name that I'm about to butcher. Indian batsman Ruturaj Gaikwad set a world record back in December 22, hitting how many sixes from 1 over? Indian batsman Ruturaj Gaikwad set a world record back in 2022 for hitting how many sixes from 1 over? So that's question number 2 again. Indian batsman Ruturaj Gaikwad set a world record back in 2022 for hitting how many sixes in 1 over? So that's question number 2 again. Indian batsman Ruturaj Gaikwad set a world record back in December 22 for hitting how many sixes from 1 over? Moving on to question number 3. Camilla, then Queen Consort, delivered a number of cuddly toys to Barnardo's that were left for the late Queen Elizabeth II at Buckingham Palace, and most of which were what character? Camilla, then Queen Consort, delivered a number of cuddly toys to Barnardo's back in December 22. These were left for the late Queen Elizabeth II at Buckingham Palace, but most of these cuddly toys were of which character? That's question number 3 again. Camilla, the then Queen Consort, delivered a number of cuddly toys to Barnardo's back in December 22. These were all left for the late Queen Elizabeth II at Buckingham Palace, and most of which were of what character? That's question number 3. Moving on to question number 4. The third round draw of the FA Cup saw Manchester City paired with which of their Premier League rivals? Remember, December 2022. The third round draw of the FA Cup saw Manchester City paired with which of their Premier League rivals? So that's question number 4 again. The third round draw of the FA Cup saw Manchester City paired with which of their Premier League rivals back in December 2022? Can you remember back a year and 3 months? And finally, in our Read All About It round, question number 5. Martin Clunes is to play which medical professional, did play which medical professional for the final time in the Christmas special from December 2022? So that's question number 5 one more time. Martin Clunes played which medical professional for the final time in a Christmas special that airs in December 2022? That's your first round tonight, folks. That's Read All About It. Moving on to round number 3, which is top 5. I'm going to give you one question, and there's 5 answers to each one. I'm going to give you 2 questions. There's one... if I can get words out, that'd be great. I'm going to give you 2 questions. Each one of those questions has 5 answers. Can you give me all 5 answers? Obviously, they have to be correct. They have to be what I've got on my sheet. They don't need to be in any particular order. But question A, in our first top 5, in a list of baby names given to boys in 2021, which 5 names, starting with J, come highest on the list? In a list of baby names given to boys in the year 2021, which 5 names beginning with J come highest on the list? Hi, buddy. Doesn't say. So for clarity on question A, I've just been asked, is that the UK or is that worldwide? It doesn't actually say, but having just looked at the top 5 names, they're all very typically white names. Typically white names, not white names. So on a list of baby names given to boys in the year 2021, which 5 names beginning with the letter J come highest on the list? So that's question A for you one more time. In a list of baby names given to boys in the year 2021, which 5 names beginning with the letter J come highest on the list? Moving on to question number B. Question number B? Or just question B, shall we? Which 5 European countries have the most blue flag branches? Which 5 European countries have the most blue flag branches? Beaches, sorry. I think I need to go and get new. I prefer branches as well. I'll try that again. Which 5 European countries have the most blue flag beaches? Before I come back next time, I'm going to go and get my eyes tested and learn how to read properly. Question B for you again. Which 5 European countries have the most blue flag beaches? So question B for you one last time. Which 5 European countries have the most blue flag beaches? Moving on to round number 4, which is our 50-50 rounds. 2 options, 1 answer. Can you get more than half right? Question number 1 in our round 4 this evening. In which US city is the Gateway Arch the world's tallest arch? Is it in St. Louis or San Diego? In which US city is the Gateway Arch the world's tallest? Is it in St. Louis or is it in San Diego? So that's question number 1. In which US city is the Gateway Arch the world's tallest arch? Is it St. Louis or is it San Diego? Question number 2 in round 4 tonight. Who was born first? Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera? Who was born first? Is it Britney Spears or was it Christina Aguilera? So that's question 2 for you again. Who was born first? Was it Britney Spears or was it Christina Aguilera? Question number 3 this evening. Who appears in more episodes of Death in Paradise? Was it Chris Marshall or was it Ardal O'Hanlon? Who appears in more episodes of Death in Paradise? Was it Chris Marshall or was it Ardal O'Hanlon? By the sounds of it, we've got some fans of Death in Paradise in tonight. That's question number 3 for you one last time. Who appears in more episodes of Death in Paradise? Was it Chris Marshall or was it Ardal O'Hanlon? Moving on to question number 4. The third Sunday before Easter in the UK is a celebration of which people? Is it mothers or fathers? The third Sunday before Easter in the UK is a celebration of which people? Is it mothers or is it fathers? No, I was trying to sort some audio thing out there. No, it was me being silly. So question number 4 there for you. The third Sunday before Easter in the UK is a celebration of which people? Is it mothers or fathers? And question number 5 in our 50-50 round tonight. Which woodwind musical instrument is also known as a fagotto in Italian? A name roughly meaning bundle of sticks. Is it an oboe or is it a bassoon? Which woodwind musical instrument is known as a fagotto in Italian? A name which roughly means bundle of sticks. Is it an oboe or is it a bassoon? So that's question number 5 again for you this evening. Which woodwind musical instrument is known as fagotto in Italian? A name roughly meaning bundle of sticks. Is it an oboe or is it a bassoon? At this point, we are going to take a short break, folks. If you want to step outside for some fresh air, refill your drinks, maybe pop to the lavatory, you can do that now. We'll start back up again at 5 to 9 with our music rounds. You've got just over 10 minutes, folks. Okay then folks, let's get started with the next part of our quiz, which is round 5, which is of course the music rounds. I do it slightly different to John. We've got 3 piano tributes. You have to tell me the name of the original artist. 3 songs of Beat the Intro, and 4 songs from film and TV. You just have to tell me the name of the film or the TV series that the song was used on. And with some of them, there might be one tonight, I'm not going to say anything. If it's from a series, so for example, Avengers, you don't get the point for Avengers, you get the point for, say, Avengers Endgame. Make sense? Yeah? All the new Avengers, yeah. So we're going to start with this first one, which is our first piano tribute. You have to tell me the name of the original artist on this. So for the point there, all you have to do is tell me the name of the original artist on that track. The original artist, yes. As far as I'm aware, all three of these tracks have never been famously covered, so the original artist will be the most prominent. Moving on to number 2, which sounds like this. All you have to do there is tell me the name of the original artist on that. That was number 2. And your third and final piano tribute tonight sounds like this. Again, looking for the original artist, please. So for the points there, all you have to do is tell me the name of the original artist on that one, please. Moving on to number 4, which is your first beat, the intro. I'm going to give you the opening of a track. You have to tell me the name of the track. No points for the artist on these 3. Just looking for the name of the track, please. Well done, if you've got that already. I'll play it again for you in case you missed it. So that's number 4. Same again for number 5. Name of the track, please. Here's the intro. So you get no points for the artist, just the name of the track. I promise you it's not another piano cover, it is the full track. What's the name of the track? So the point there for the name of that track, please. Moving on to number 6, which sounds like this. Same again, name of the track, please. So name of the track for that one, please. I'll play it for you one more time. And it sounds like this. Name of that track, please. Moving on to number 7, which is our first of 4 themes from film and TV. You just have to tell me the name of the TV programme or the series that these 4 songs are from. And as I say, if it's from a series, you have to give me the full title, please. So moving on to number 7, which sounds like this. All you have to do there is tell me the name of that film or TV programme. I'll play it for you one more time. So the name of that film or TV programme, please. Moving on to number 8, which sounds like this. So for the point there, name of that film or TV programme, please. I'll play it for you again. Shorter, but I'll play it again. So for the point there, just have the name of the film or TV programme that was used on. Moving on to number 9, our penultimate in the rounds, and also our penultimate film and TV song. This is number 9. So for the point now, all you have to do is tell me the name of the film or TV programme that one's from, please. I'll play it for you one more time. So for the point there, all you have to do is tell me the name of the film or TV programme that one's from. And our final one tonight, our final music question is, what film or TV programme was this bit of music used on? I will give you a bonus point if you can tell me who the actor was on this one. Specifically, this version of the theme. because technically the theme was only used for one actor, but the film or TV series did not change its name. So for the bonus point on that last one, all you have to do is tell me who the actor was. If you leave it in like a blank space at the bottom of your sheet, I'll find out when I come round to marking them. So we move on to round 6 tonight, which is our connections quiz. I'm going to ask you 4 questions, and then I'm going to ask you what connects your previous 4 answers. Well, specifically, I'd like to know what connects the actual 4 previous answers, not the 4 answers that you've written down. So question number 1 in round 6 tonight. Complete the title of this 1980s hit by the Human League being what? Complete the title of this 1980 song by the Human League being what? I can't imagine the Human League released a song called Being Shite. But who knows, I wasn't born until 15 years after this song came out. So that's question number 1. Again, complete the title of this 1980 song by the Human League being what? Question number 2. Which TV drama series told the story of Larry and Ponch, 2 police officers working for the Californian Highway Patrol? Which TV drama series told the story of Larry and Ponch, 2 police officers working for the California Highway Patrol? So that's question 2 for you one more time. Which TV drama series told the story of Larry and Ponch, 2 police officers working for the California Highway Patrol? Question number 3. In comedy, what name is given to an event in which a specific individual, usually the guest of honour, is subject to good-natured jokes at their expense intended to amuse the event's wider audience? In comedy, what name is given to an event in which a specific individual, usually the guest of honour, is subjected to good-natured jokes at their expense intended to amuse the event's wider audience? So that's question number 3. In comedy, what name is given to an event in which a specific individual, usually the guest of honour, is subjected to good-natured jokes at their expense intended to amuse the event's wider audience? And question number 4. The final episode of which TV show has the highest ever viewing figures for any TV show in the United States? The final episode of which TV show has the highest ever viewing figures for any TV show in the United States? It's question number 4. And I'm not going to wait for question number 5 because it's simply what connects the previous 4 answers. So the final two questions in our connections quiz. Question 4, the final episode of which TV show has the highest ever viewing figures for any TV show in the United States? And question 5, what connects your previous 4 answers? And moving on to our final round tonight, folks, the Wipeout. You get a point for every correct answer. If you get a question wrong, you score 0 for the round. You do not have to answer every question. A blank answer space is not a wrong answer. So a point for everything correct. If you get any wrong that you write down, you score 0 for the rounds. You do not have to answer every question, as a blank is not a wrong answer. So if you're sure, put it down. If you're only about 50% sure, leave it blank because you could lose all the points for this round. Question number 1 in the Wipeout tonight. Which 3 consecutive letters of the alphabet make up the name of a Dutch airline? Which 3 consecutive letters of the alphabet make up the name of a Dutch airline? As an example, for 3 consecutive letters, A, B, C, or B, C, D. But as you can probably guess, it's not either of those. So that's question number 1 in our Wipeout round tonight. Remember, if you don't know, leave it blank. If you're fairly certain, give it a go. But question number 1, which 3 consecutive letters of the alphabet make up the name of a Dutch airline? Question number 2, at which monument in South Dakota does the film North by Northwest reach its climax? At which monument in South Dakota does the film North by Northwest reach its climax? So that's question number 2 in our Wipeout round tonight. At which monument in South Dakota does the film North by Northwest reach its climax? Question number 3. John is a newsreader. His brother David is an actor who played Poirot. What is their surname? Question 3. John is a newsreader. His brother David is an actor who played Poirot. What is their surname? So that's question number 3 for you one more time. John is a newsreader. His brother David is an actor who played Poirot. What is their surname? Moving on to question number 4. Which product was advertised with the slogan, Central Heating for Kids? Which product was advertised with the slogan, Central Heating for Kids? I highly doubt it's Jack Daniel's Bourbon. So that's question number 4 again. Which product was advertised with the slogan, Central Heating for Kids? Moving on to question number 5. Who performed the title song for the James Bond film, The Man with the Golden Gun? Who performed the title song for the James Bond film, The Man with the Golden Gun? So that's question number 5 again. Who performed the title song for the James Bond film, The Man with the Golden Gun? Question number 6. In Greek mythology, who was the mother of Eros, the god of love? In Greek mythology, who was the mother of Eros, the god of love? So that's question number 6 again for you this evening. In Greek mythology, who was the mother of Eros, the god of love? Moving on to question number 7. Which stage and film musical features the lawyer Billy Flynn? Which stage and film musical features the lawyer Billy Flynn? It's question number 7. So that's question number 7 again for you this evening, folks. Which stage and film musical features the lawyer, Billy Flynn? Question number 8. Which mineral is the softest compound on the Mohs scale of mineral hardness? Which mineral is the softest compound on the Mohs scale of mineral hardness? So that's question number 8 again for you. Which mineral is the softest compound on the Mohs scale of mineral hardness? Question number 9. Colin Firth's acting career is said to have been launched by his starring role in the BBC's acclaimed 1995 television adaptation of which novel? Colin Firth's acting career is said to have been launched by his starring role in the BBC's acclaimed 1995 television adaptation of which novel? Question number 9. So that's question number 9 for you one more time tonight, folks. Colin Firth's acting career is said to have been launched by his starring role in the BBC's acclaimed 1995 television adaptation of which novel? And moving on to question number 10. Which music star who had hits with the Lazy Song and 24K Magic was born Peter Jean Hernandez? Which music star who had hits with the Lazy Song and 24K Magic was born Peter Jean Hernandez? Question number 10. So that's question number 10 tonight. Which music star who had hits with the Lazy Song and 24K Magic was born Peter Jean Hernandez? And your final question tonight, should we need it, is our tiebreaker, which is the longest recorded rally in professional tennis consisted of how many strokes? The longest recorded rally in professional tennis consisted of how many strokes? Make sure you've got your team names on your papers, please. And I will have the white copy that you've been writing on. You get to keep the carbon copy on the back. I think there's a kind of yellowy, greeny colour. It's yellow. And I'll have those at your earliest convenience, please, sir. Thank you.
Did you say you want the white copy? And then we're going to go through and mark them and you're going to check them?
I'll mark them. Yeah.
He's riding accent. Yeah, he's fucking hard.
I feel in tonight, so I've been really messy. So that goes up there, it's like Gangster Paradise. And that there's Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Yeah.
number 9.
watch it.
Okay, sorry, it's a mess. My
alright.
daughter normally does it.
It's alright.
Okay then folks, let's see how we've done on tonight's quiz. Round 1 was the picture round, and the pictures were as follows. Joan Collins, Cardi B, Jane Mansfield, Mason Mount, Gangster's Paradise, John Terry, One Direction, Jane McDonald, Harry Styles, Toothpaste. On to round number 2. Read all about it. News from the past 7 days. If today was Wednesday, the 7th of December, 2022. So question 1. The world's largest active volcano began erupting at the start of December 22. In which US state was it? It wasn't Montana, because it wasn't at Yellowstone. It was in Hawaii. Question 2. Indian batsman Ruturaj Gaikwad set the world record last week, well not last week, back in 2022, for hitting how many sixes from 1 over? 8 was incorrect, because 1 was from a no ball. The answer was 7. Question number 3. Camilla, the then Queen Consort, delivered a number of cuddly toys to Bernardos. These were left out for the late Queen Elizabeth II at Buckingham Palace, and most of which were of which character? It was, of course, Paddington Bear. Question number 4. The third round draw of the FA Cup saw Man City paired with which of their Premier League rivals? It wasn't Liverpool. It wasn't United. It was Chelsea. I should have wrote it down then. Should listen to them next time. Clearly knows the football. And question number 5. Martin Clunes played which medical professional for the first time in a Christmas special back in December 2022? It was, of course, Doc Martin. Not to be confused with the boots. Moving on to round number 3, which was our top 5. We gave you 2 questions. There was 5 answers for each, but could you get the top 5 answers? Question A. In a list of baby names given to boys in 2021, which 5 names beginning with J come highest on the list? In no particular order. Jacob, Jack, James, Joshua, and Jude. Yeah. As in, hey Jude. And question B, which 5 European countries have the most blue flag branches, as I said, but it's actually blue flag beaches? Again, in no particular order. Greece, France, Spain, Portugal, and Turkey. Bit of a red herring there. Moving on to round number 4. which was our 50-50 round. 2 options, 1 answer. Can you get more than half right? Which US city is the Gateway Arch in, which is the tallest arch in the world? Is it St. Louis or is it San Diego? It was, of course, St. Louis. Question 2. Who was born first, Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera? I can tell you that one of them was born in 1980, the other was 1981, but the oldest of the two, Christina Aguilera. Question number 3. Who appears in more episodes of Death in Paradise? Was it Chris Marshall or is it Ardal O'Hanlon? It was Chris Marshall, or as one team put, Chris Martin. Given that it was 50-50 and they did put Chris, I gave them the point because I'm nice. Question 4. The third Sunday before Easter in the UK is the celebration of which people, mothers or fathers? Only happened 2 days ago. It was mothers. And question 5. Which woodwind musical instrument is known as fagotto in Italian, a name roughly meaning bundle of sticks? Is it the oboe or is it a bassoon? It's a bassoon. Moving on to round number 5, which is our music rounds. We started off with some piano tributes. I asked you to name the original artists on these tracks. Here was number 1. Here's how it should have sounded.
What do you mean? When you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean?
Track, What Do You Mean? Originally done by Justin Bieber. Question number 2, much the same, sounded like this. Here's how it should have sounded. Well done if you identified that as Locked Out of Heaven, but no points for that. The points for telling me that it was Bruno Mars. And question number 3, our third and final piano tribute sounded like this. Here's how it should have sounded. Well done if you identified the track as Blinding Lights. No points though. You had to tell me that it was by The Weeknd. Moving on to number 4, which sounded like this. You have to tell me the name of the track. Well done if you identified the track as being by Toto, but no points for that. The points here for telling me the name of the track is Africa. Moving on to number 5, which was our second beat the intro.
I got it right. Yes.
Did you know?
Snow Patrol, covered by Leona Lewis.
Our staff knows their stuff.
Oh, yes.
It's the Leona Lewis version of Run.
Best version.
Look at that. Moving on to number 6, which sounded like this. Well done if you got this one. I don't think anyone did though. Certainly not on the quiz sheets. The artist is Coldplay. Well done if you said The Speed of Sound. Did you put it on your sheet? Okay, good. I was wrong. Moving on to number 7, which was our first film in TV. You've got to chuck an easy one in there. Well done if you identified this track as being from the movie Frozen. Moving on to number 8, which was this. Just imagine people in their swimsuits running down the beach, carrying a weird shaped floaty. I was probably watching it for different reasons than you are. I was watching it to see what David Hasselhoff would do with his hair. Get your minds out of the gutter, folks. The answer there, of course, being Baywatch. Moving on to number 9, which was this.
It got one last one, it's really £355.
This was one of those ones where you had to be quite specific. I think it's all actually got it. Taken from the film series Indiana Jones. Points here for telling me Raiders of the Lost Ark. So well done if you got that one. And our final TV and film theme tonight. Everyone got the correct TV programme. Only one team got the correct actor. Well done for getting the point for Doctor Who. And well done to the bonus points for telling me that it's David Tennant's iteration. Someone's clearly spent a lot of time watching Doctor Who, and that's absolutely fine. I've just sat and rewatched it all as well. Moving on to round number 6, which was our connections quiz. Question number 1. Complete the title of the 1980 song by the Human League being what? It's not being shite. I've got very good ears. The answer is being boiled. Question number 2. Which TV drama series told the story of Larry and Ponch, 2 police officers working for the California Highway Patrol? Chips. Question number 3. In comedy, what name is given to an event in which a specific individual, usually the guest of honour, is subjected to good-natured jokes at their expense, intended to amuse the event's wider audience? Made... It's not Delphinois. Made quite popular by Comedy Central, it is a roast. And question number 4, the final episode of which TV show has the highest viewing figures of any TV show in the United States? It wasn't Friends, because that doesn't fit the theme. It was MASH. So what connects your previous 4 answers? You've got boiled, chips, roast, and mash. They're all ways of serving potatoes. And our final round tonight, the wipeout. Did anybody put a wrong answer down and lose all of their points for this round? Guess we'll have to find out. Question number 1. Which 3 consecutive letters of the alphabet make up the name of a Dutch airline? KLM. Question 2. At which monument in South Dakota does the film North by Northwest reach its climax? Mount Rushmore. Question 3. John is a newsreader. His brother David is an actor who played Poirot. But what is their surname? Suchet. Question 4. Which product was advertised with the slogan Central Heating for Kids? Ready Breck. Definitely wasn't Jack Daniels then. Probably bad parents if you did. Question number 5. Who performed the title song for the James Bond film The Man with the Golden Gun? Lulu. Question number 6. In Greek mythology, who was the mother of Eros, the god of love? It was Aphrodite. Question 7. Which stage and film musical features the lawyer Billy Flynn? It is Chicago. Question 8. Which mineral is the softest compound on the Mohs scale of mineral hardness? Talc. Yeah, it's obvious when you think about it. That stuff you stick on your baby thumb. Question number 9. Colin Firth's acting career is said to have been launched by his starring role in the BBC's 1995 acclaimed television adaptation of which novel? Pride and Prejudice. And question number 10. Which music star who has the hits Lazy Song and 24K Magic was born Peter Gene Hernandez, also proving that I should actually read the questions before I do the music rounds, because the answer for the second time tonight was Bruno Mars. So let's see how we did with points. There's a team with 37, there's a team with 41, and there's a team with 43. But who do we think is taking first place tonight? We're all on the podium because there's only 3 teams taking part. With 37, we have George tonight. With 41, it's the Quiz Stars. But with 43 tonight and winning, it's the God Squad. Well done to everyone for taking part tonight. You're all winners in my eyes for not being scared off by the fun fair down the road. Thanks for coming into the Crown here in Uppingham. Stay about, play your cards right, coming up next.
That one will be for you.
Thank you.
What was the answer to the tie break? Out of interest, there were 2 questions we wanted to do and we didn't, and we would have got the tie.
So the tie-break question that I asked you, the longest professional rally in a professional game of tennis consisted of how many strokes? Closest answer would have got this if we needed it. The answer, would you believe, 643. That's a long game of tennis, if you ask me. That rally probably took up most of the day.
I need to shout tonight.
Hey?
I said, I don't feel like I need to shout tonight. There's not that many of you here. Yeah, it's pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we playing for?
Wow. 2 weeks ago, your table of women.
Yeah. So what we playing
So,
for?
I think for
2 and 6.
£55. That's fast. I wouldn't mind going home with £55.
That's my focus now.
Right. So, Charlie, first number of the night is 420. 420.
Doctor!
It's got to be somebody. There's not many of you here, so it's got to be somebody. Come on, man.
Free draw. Free draw. You're on your own. You're on your own. Oh! Easy, easy.